Would you please welcome to the stage, Sloan! With Sloan.
I find it fun doing this sort of album show where you pick an album and you do the whole thing because it forces you to play songs that aren't really necessarily built to be played live. I personally went to see Guided by Voices when they did that sort of like that era
They
show.
got back together.
Yeah, they got back together, and so like here's the we're going to do this a show with parameters, so you know what to expect. You know, I understand as a cult band, I'm happy and proud of the fact that we have 200 more songs to play, to choose from, an enormous palette. But sometimes I think that can be intimidating for people.
Our band's been around for 25 years, and we have 11 studio albums. 2 of them are double albums. Like, we have a lot of stuff to play. And I mean, maybe it's a bit of a current trend. A lot of bands have done like the full album gag for a while. Like Brian Wilson did it for Pet Sounds starting in the late 90s, and that was like the first real one that I'd heard of. And then they've had them before, like smaller bands, or not smaller, but like a band like Belle and Sebastian did it at All Tomorrow's Parties, like festivals in England, and Sonic Youth did Daydream Nation. It's a little bit of a nostalgic show, but also it's fun playing a full album, and as a fan, I like going to see those kind of shows. So it's fun to do that, but then also as a side project, making a box set reissue of that particular album with a big book and outtakes and everything like that we could sell to our really hardcore fan base as well. But I like playing new music, and I like playing old music, and I'm happy to do whatever. I'm personally not embarrassed of any songs. There's a couple, and there's one on One Chord to Another called Junior Panthers, which I really do not enjoy playing.
What are you talking about?
It's so difficult to sing. It's like in a range that you can't push or project, and I always feel like it's so wobbly every night. So that's
Are
a bit
you talking
frustrating.
about the fact that no air exits your mouth as you whisper it?
I'm doing my best. I'm
Just
trying
kidding.
to like it's
It's
so
great.
hard. It's
you know
such
who
a
it's
bad
for?
key.
It's for, like, we used to call them
But I
in
do
the
that
90s.
one for the fans.
In the 90s, we used to call like the really sensitive kid chip eaters. It's actually our friend's joke. It's like the kids who are so meek, they like it takes like 10 bites to eat a whole chip. And I think the grown-up chip eaters love that song. We're fans of Sebadoh, and when they came out, they were another kind of example of like an egalitarian experiment where they tried to all write, I think, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they all sort of
And they had the kind of like the one guy who wrote the kind of crazy songs.
Right. Yeah.
Arguably unlistenable, impenetrable.
Yeah.
But we got one of those too. No, I'm just kidding. But our band is like that. Our band is. We also we take great pains to have everyone contribute creatively.
But it's really nice to play a more sort of detailed curated festival like this one.
They may want to spread out the sort of long, gray-haired, bearded people, because we've got one now, and Jay Mascis is apparently really kind of upset that we have kind of another thing, but I was like, Jay, think of it as like, you know, Gandalf and Dumbledore. It's just different. It's just a different kind of wizard.
Oh, yeah. Is that Lord of the Rings?
Lord of the Rings and Harry
Or,
Potter.
right, yes. Yeah.
I don't expect you to know these.
Harriet's of Fire?
Happy and Harriet's of Fire.
I
Yeah,
don't
for the
know,
win.
doesn't even get it.
I'm more excited about going to play near Joshua Tree than I was to buy the album Joshua Tree. Is Graham Parsons buried out there?
Is that a rumor, or do they know where he is? Is that the weird thing? Didn't his tour manager stole his body, kind of thing?
We're going to find out.
Yeah.
That's the other
Maybe
part.
everybody knows.
Is the other fun part of this festival is the whole sort of the mystery, the solving mysteries part, driving around in the van and solving mysteries. That's the other thing that we do really well. We've done for 25 years, actually longer. We solve that mystery and.
So we're happy to be involved in something like that, and like this festival for sure.
And we're really excited to play to meddling kids.
I raise my glass to the cut and dry.